Hello, let me introduce myself. My name is Wulandari Surayuni, and then we are from the third group. We will explain about blended learning, and the first explanation will be by me. Going to explain is about introduction of blended learning itself. So, the aims of this video is to introductory overview of blended learning. The first one is by investigating the meaning of the term, and the second is look at the different models, and then the last is see the implication of this model. And then Reason finds the term blended learning used as early as in 99, and then in early days of blended learning, it could mean almost any combination of technologies, pedagogies, and any even job tasks. Also, Proctor defined blended learning into a model of delivery, model of teaching, and styles of learning. Beside Proctor, according to Shu, Jones, and Turner, blended learning is a combination of two fields of concern are education and education technology. So, based on the definition from the text above, it's a lot of have different definitions. So, I think the definition of blended learning itself is about method of teaching and learning that combination technology and digital media with traditional classroom activities. So it give a student more flexibility to access their learning and whenever and wherever they are. Blended learning is combined between online class learning and then face-to-face class learning. Also, I thought the blended learning is very useful for nowadays because we as a student can learning at the school, but we have to learning at the home. And then it can be easier to us to access the learning via internet, and then we can be suitable the time or place to learning our material at home. The next point is about models of blended learning. I just want to mention each every models of blended learning. So the statement by Staker and Horn, they are the six original models of blended learning are the first is face-to-face driven models, and the second is next is the online lab models, and the fifth is the self-blended models, and then the last is the enriched virtual models. So the conclusion of the blended learning based on me is about blend between online class learning and then the face-to-face learning. And then that's all my explanation about blended learning. I apologize if my sounds it's not clearly because in this time my health is not good actually. So I apologize if there is a lot of mistake in my video. So the next material will be explained by my friends.
My name is Arya Aslam Santoso. I will explain what I understood from the article about blended learning. In the article, many researchers agree that blended learning is a learning system to combine face-to-face instruction with computer-mediated instructions. This defines the concept in terms of two modes of course delivery and defines the blend as some combinations of the modes. For the model of blended learning, researchers suggested classifying blended learning models according to 4 dimensions, 4 levels, and 3 types. Is 4 dimensions where space there are face-to-face or virtual, time there are synchronous or asynchronous, sensual richness there are high, all sense or low sense, text only, and humanist there are high human, no machines, or low human, high machines. These are related to the idea of blended learning as defined by bimodal delivery. A second is introduced by his considerations of level. There are activity, course, program, and institutions. Using blended methods for individual learning activities is quite different from blended learning as an institutions-wide approach. Finally, there are these different categories of blend. The first is enabling blends, which focus on access and flexibility. The second is enhancing blends, which seek to supplement traditional pedagogy. And the last is transformative blends, aimed at changing pedagogy, which mean, for example, that learners could play a more active role in the constructions of their own knowledge. And then for the next is implications of the model. The implications of the different models for practitioners of blended learning depend on the intended goal of adopting it, and on how successfully the challenge of implementing it are met. For example, take the learning ecology. One of the considerations in the developing this model was cost effectiveness. To someone focused on cost saving, online self-study may seem an attractive mode of delivery. To someone focused on constructivist and collaborative visions of learning, online group discussions may be the crucial features of course delivery. Either goal may fail to be achieved. For example, if software licensing fees are higher than expected, or if online discussion is cumbersome or badly moderate, more than one goal is compatible with the model, and the goal is not guaranteed by the model. Maybe that's all for me. Thank you very much.
Hello guys, my name is Putri Dwi Nurjana. According to my understanding, blended learning is instructor-led learning experience either in the form of face-to-face communication or online, as we are experiencing today. And of course, there is teaching and learning. Usually, learning will be effective face-to-face. And almost all scholars also agree with this blended learning system, especially interested in making the learning experience more effective, increasing access or reducing the cost of learning. And also, this learning system will most likely provide a mix of experience when learning face-to-face and also learning online. Okay, maybe enough from my understanding.
My name is Norlisa, so I will explain a little bit how much I understand about the article. And after I read, it can be concluded that blending learning is an education approach that combines online educational material and online interaction opportunities with traditional place-based classroom methods. This is occurs teacher and student psyches, with some elements of student control over time, place, paid or speak. While students still attend physical school with experienced teacher, face-to-face classroom practice is combined with computer-mediated activities related to content and delivery. Mixed learning is also used in professional development and training. One of interesting things in the application of the blended learning model is achievement of efficient and effective learning objective because both models have their respective advantages. Face-to-face learning model with conventional methods that super interactive learning using various approaches. Strategy and learning methods, while online methods can provide material online without time and space limitation. Besides that, students obtain and process more information from various sources so that this can support the learning process. From this article, I can formulate the advantage and disadvantage of blended learning. The advantage possessed by learning with blended learning system are as follow. Number one, delivery of learning can be carried out anytime and anywhere by utilizing the internet network system. Number two, students have a freedom to study materials or teaching materials independent by utilizing teaching materials stored online. Number three is teacher can manage and control the learning carried out by students outside of student lesson hours. And the last is learning becomes flexible and not rigid. Next is, and the shortcomings of blended learning are: number one is teacher need to have skill in organizing a learning. Number two is teacher need to prepare and time to develop and manage a learning system such as developing materials, preparing assessment, condition assessment, and answering or giving statement to forum developed by students. Number three is teacher need to prepare digital reference as a reference for students and digital reference that are integrated with face-to-face learning. And the last is learning strategy are needed by teachers to maximize the potential for blended learning. The potential for implementing learning with blended learning is very to implement. This is in line with the development of information and communication technology in terms of the proliferation of supporting application as well as the even use of this technology for the community, so that deviations such as those listed above can be overcome with a great will from the teachers. Okay, maybe this enough from here an explanation of our understanding about the article. From the article, we can understand a lot of blended learning and it is very useful for all of us. So thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.